Now tuned into the greatest.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever this message reaches you. Listen to another episode of 6 Podcast. I am your 5'9" host with sophisticated ignorance, Uncle Pooh J. Woo! Crowd goes wild. Back that ass up. I don't know.
Man, you look good.
Back that ass up.
Oh, anyway, don't. That's the first 2 seconds, please.
The millennials in us right now?
Very much.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, man. It is good. And as I always like to say, we are back.
We back at it.
Back at it. Well, we back at it like this week.
We still like a healthy habit.
Okay, like a healthy habit. Okay.
I feel like I'm, continuing, not beating myself up.
Okay, I get it. I get it. I understood. Well, to continue the trends, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
What is going on, y'all? It is your auntie, the aunt, Amanda B. And like I said, we back at it like a healthy habit.
Back at it like a healthy habit.
Yeah, I don't feel too bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as always, we back at the Petty Cash Studios. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, guys. Again, man, if you guys do your podcast and shit, bring your ass down to Petty Cash Studios. It's a fire place to come. I'm getting definitely like a boost. I don't usually talk about shit like this, but I'm going to pop my shit. But no, I'm being a little bit of a boost in my interaction and people viewing the podcast and, following the podcast. And I am thankful for that, obviously. Your uncle's very thankful for that. But I know that wouldn't be done and that wouldn't be possible without the good help of the people at Petty Cash. So thank you guys again. And, something I'm going to say for the first time. I ain't said it ever. Please, y'all subscribe. Please. Please subscribe, share the podcast. Yeah. I appreciate the people who do, man. That is crazy. I think it's funny that y'all really spend y'all time listening to our two sophisticated ignorant asses sitting down, just letting off our jive, our tomfoolery.
Our jive?
Our jive. Yep. Our tomfoolery.
Just keep.
They like our jive. And they love our tomfoolery.
All right.
But all right. But no, thank you guys for doing that. All right. It's that time.
Is it that time?
It's that time.
What time is it?
The people want to know.
All right.
About the show. We finna go. The place we always love to go.
All right.
What's going on in The Sopranos?
All right. Well, yes. It's actually a lot going on.
It is.
Christopher is...
Christopher.
Pushing it. I mean, pushing it.
Pushing it.
Tony yelling, throwing stuff.
He gonna yell.
I'm telling y'all, he just be yelling. His therapist, she had a mentor. Or no, she has a therapist too.
Damn.
He does drive her to drink too.
Yeah.
So, y'all to note that. Just want y'all to note that.
For all y'all who didn't watch the show 20 years ago, Tony drove his therapist to drink.
Hey, some people are telling me they're either busting it out because they're trying it out or they are rewatching it as an adult. And they're thanking me. So,
I appreciate your feedback on Tony Soprano because when I analyzed Tony Soprano, the character, I realized that's got to be based off a real human being. And then when I realized that, I'm like, damn, there's somebody who's really that type of husband, that type of daddy out there. And I strive to be everything but like Tony Soprano as a husband and father.
We appreciate that.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, his wife is getting tired while you're asking me for updates. She's getting tired. She done chopped her hair off. Because I'm almost done with season 4. So by the time we record again, I will be at season 5.
Yes.
Obviously people die every episode. I don't even have to cover that.
Yeah, no. We don't got to cover that. So the one thing I wanted to piggyback on from the episodes that we watched that I was like, bro, we got to talk about this when we watch it. I told you this, and we have to go back to it. You forgot already?
Already.
It's so much. So, yeah.
It's like, come on.
So, we got to talk about how in the episode when Tony whips the guy.
Oh, yes. Actually, how did I forget that?
Yes.
It was just a split moment.
Just a split moment.
Because he literally made it a point.
Yes.
To say out of all the girls.
All the girls.
He whipped him with a belt, you guys.
So, again, how do you feel about the fact that this married man whipped another man because that man was sleeping with his girlfriend?
His ex-girlfriend, his ex-side girl.
How does it make you feel as a woman?
I mean, honestly, I'm not surprised. I don't feel I don't really feel, I mean, obviously I feel like roll my eyes like man. It really just, I feel like it makes it harder for guys, for men who really do treat their women right.
Because you never know.
You just never know. And because it's so common, because I watched my friends' dads do that. And you know what I'm saying? It's not, but I was just like, that's embarrassing for his wife, for him.
I think it's a double-edged sword, honestly. Because as a woman, obviously, that's got to be some scary shit. Like, you can't get away from him, right? But then on the flip side, like, that's also that's mind fucking shit. Like, that man, you were so good to that man that he whipped another man's ass.
I know.
That's how
you would go there.
Yes, that's how well you did. Whatever you did to that man, that he took his belt off and whipped that man's ass.
Tony just doesn't like if he had something, or he doesn't like if you have something, because he also did that to Homeboy's girl, and he just purposely dealt with her.
Yeah, which one? What are you talking about?
The man that I called the seed of Chucky.
Oh, okay. You got to use words now, because I'm like, which one are the ones with the ones? You talking about Ralph?
I truly can't remember his name because
Ralph.
I don't like him. Yeah.
Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you talking about Ralph with Valeria or whatever? One?
Yes.
Yeah. But
I just don't like his haircut.
Creeps
me out.
That's a whole nother.
Like,
that's a whole nother get up. Again, it's the whipping a dude over somebody who ain't your woman. That's crazy to me. Like,
who he was trying to better, by the way, because he was putting her through school, teaching her English. And it's just like, he doesn't like when not only did he already have her, but they're trying to better, and you were just trying to keep her down, like you're trying to keep everybody else down.
Well, see,
he has a dictatorship problem.
So you hit a hammer on the nail with me on that one. It was like, man, see, this is why it always pays a little bit be of an asshole of a man, right? You got to have a little bit threat inside. Can't be that too nice. You see, he over here being nice, putting her through school, getting his ass whipped. You know what I'm saying?
He only got his ass whipped because she was with Tony first. He wouldn't have done that if he had just found her at the spa or wherever he found her.
This is why it's important to just remain a virgin.
It's not. No, it's not. It's just like, don't mess with a man in the mob with a wife and kids.
Yeah.
And mob friends.
I don't know. Some people, I feel like a bad boy. It's like embedded in women's DNA. They're like a little thug nigga. Because they stared at each other with some lust. I thought Tony and Irina were going to kiss after she took that belt off. After he took that belt off and whipped brother's ass. Like, can you imagine
she
your ass
started crying because, like, she just watched him whip a man who was damn near naked. I believe he didn't have clothes on.
He had drawers on. He respectfully let him have drawers on.
Oh.
Yeah. Excuse me. With him on the back without the drawers. Anyways, man. You mentioned Christopher. Christopher. I'm not gonna hold you. I got funk with Christopher. Christopher's getting on my nerves. Christopher, clearly one doing heroin and like showing up hot every episode.
He's doing drugs.
Like, bro, drugs on top of drugs.
Not good.
Not good. I mean, just being sloppy. Bro.
And if you haven't seen The Sopranos, spoiler alert. If you do plan on watching it, then you'll remember these moments. But do not come for me talking about why you're telling, because we're discussing what I'm going through right now.
So I have one question for you, and then we'll be done with The Sopranos.
Okay.
If you had a chance to be any character in The Sopranos, which one would you be?
A character in The Sopranos?
Yeah, you got to be a character.
I have to be a character. I think, oh my goodness. Because all of them are they are going through. I guess I would be Meadow.
Oh, okay.
Because she is smart and she is trying to push and get her education. You know, she obviously was stumbling through, you know, she did some drugs and she was dating a man who ended up getting killed and she had trauma. But I would rather be her, you know. I mean, she moved on.
It was the man getting killed part that kind of made me nervous, but I get it.
Yeah, she was struggling, but...
no, I'm saying for you. I'm just like in the comparisons. But no, I get what you're saying.
Oh, me. I mean, you know, unfortunately, that was the most...
That's the closest person you think you'd be cool with?
I think probably because I'm not about to be no Carmela.
You're not going to be Carmela?
No, I'm not. Okay. Take note.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
You said take note?
Yeah. I don't want to be any of them men's wives. So yeah, I'm gonna be my girl Meadow and get my education. And she's right now in the episodes, she's got herself an apartment with roommates. So
yeah, she doing all right. Yeah, she doing good.
And a job. Yeah. So there you go.
You know who I'd be? You know how the woo people have like, I'm a Virgo rising and Gemini and like land or whatever the hell that stuff is. I don't know how that stuff works.
Yes,
it's real. I'm being respectful. I just don't know how to say it right. I would be like, my personality would be like Paulie, but I would handle myself like Johnny Sacks because he loved his fat ass wife. He loved that big wife.
Bitch. And for context, because y'all gon' want to watch it after such feedback, but his wife is a larger, and they made a comment about her weight.
A big
disrespectful.
Girl. He loved her.
And these men are so goddamn dramatic that they were going back and forth on who was going to whack the man who was talking about his wife.
I feel him. I think nothing was wrong with what he said. We need more men like Johnny Sacks in the world.
He was going to whack that man over his wife.
Sure was. Vote for Johnny Sacks.
There you go.
No, but that's the take on The Sopranos this week for Auntie. I found that
I'm almost done.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks, people just been like, giving their feedback on your feedback. So we have to make sure we get into it. So watching The Sopranos has kind of taken over our lives. And I found that it has like this weird thing where, like, you watch something on TV and you start making parallels between like what you're watching on TV and what's going on in the real world, especially when you watch a television show that like happened like a while ago.
Yeah, like,
and it's like, damn, this is still relevant, right?
Yeah,
right. It was like watching The Sopranos. There's this term that gets thrown around a lot called Goomar or Goomer. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry, and I'm saying it wrong. Don't whack me. But yeah, the Goomar is basically the side piece, right? The side chick, side girlfriend, girlfriend number 2, whatever. And the irony of it is that in one episode, Tony was talking about how the Goomer basically gets treated just as good as a wife. And that shit floored me, bro. Because I was just like, man, like, there's a grown ass man basically saying that I'm gonna treat my side girl just as good as my wife, and you normalize it. And for the most part, it is pretty much normalized. I ain't speaking nothing new. But ever so often, there are stories that go from like the Goomar types to a new term that I just learned from the kids called the Gooners.
The Gooners.
The Gooners.
A Gooner.
They gooning.
What gooning?
I thought when I heard the term Gooners.
So like they gangsters?
Bro, I thought that's what it was.
Oh.
When I first heard the term Gooners, I thought that meant that they was mobbing.
Yeah,
like schmob, like mob. Yeah, no. No, this is not a good term.
What is it?
Well, from my delectable taste, I saw multiple versions of the term. But for the most part, the term broke down to being like an old guy who like obsesses about porn or somewhat along the line of the creep old guy who obsesses about young women, or a term you love to call the uncle at the barbecue.
The uncle at the barbecue, yes.
So today, with the next 30-something minutes, we're going to talk about some uncle at the barbecue.
The barbecue?
Barbecue. See, they already getting on my nerves. I'm getting upset. I can't even pronounce words. We're going to talk about the uncles at the barbecue.
Okay.
We're probably going to talk about some people that's going to personally feel attacked.
I mean, I'm not going to limit myself because OMG.
I'll tell you this. I only speak from experience. I do not speak from hypotheticals. So everything I'm going to say is either my experience or my opinion. And yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, there's people out there telling their experience with us.
Yeah.
And it may not have been in a period where you were a great person. So
maybe.
People need to literally look alive.
Hey, it is what it is. So in the world of uncles at the barbecue, do you want to find that term first?
I mean, uncle at the barbecue to me is that uncle that as soon as you walk up, he puts his hand on the back of his hip with his ashy ankles and the brown sandals, and he say, nephew, that's you? All right, yeah.
Yo, shout outs to the uncles at the barbecue, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that's a compliment.
And I'm not really trying to be funny. I'm really saying that the full-fledged experience is the uncle that has no shame in his old ass game.
Yeah.
Okay, got barbecue sauce all over his shirt.
I remember a long time ago, shout outs to this podcast. They're no longer recording, but it was a show I used to love called Texture Active. Shout outs to, Rez, Meezy, Producer E, and those guys over there. But I remember them having this discussion once and stating how the uncle giving you props.
Yeah, like,
Uncle giving you props on your girl is not always necessary, nor is it always a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it can just become downright creepy. And I guess for me, when I first heard it, I was in my mid-20s.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, man, like, is it that deep? But the deeper I get into my 30s, I do understand the importance of being respectful and being creepy.
Right.
Like there's a very
giving compliments.
There's a very thick line, I would like to say, because people want to say it's a thin line, but no. There's a very thick line in between being creepy and being respectful. Mm-hmm. Hi, Auntie. Mm-hmm. Your hair looks very nice today.
Thank you.
It complements your dress well.
Thank you.
Respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Auntie. That dress is fitting like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Not respectful.
I did once have an uncle, because I grew up with these people my whole entire life, tell me that I was thicker than a Snicker in a bowl of oatmeal.
In a bowl of oatmeal.
And I was like 16, and he was very much about 55. That is an uncle at the barbecue to me. Or even when I'm 21, 33, he's about 55 to 65, 50 cent McDonald's coffee age. So the over compliments.
Yeah, the over compliments are definitely not necessary and respectful. Now, my devil's advocate, for what it's worth, is something I'm gonna have to ask are we claiming that all the uncles at the barbecue are acting like this?
No, absolutely not. I've been around very respectful uncles who have complimented and been like, grateful that their family member has brought a person. Not like me, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen it. Respectful. So, I mean, and I'm not saying it's just uncles. There's aunties at the barbecue too. And when you say that, most people laugh, but there's obviously different categories of uncles and family members at the barbecue. But
absolutely,
I just kind of came with the term because
I feel it. It is funny because uncles at the barbecue and then aunties at the barbecue is like definitely like the polar 180 opposite, but just still just as creepy when you think about it. But obviously, because of the society we live in, there's that one thick double standard of like, creepiness and levels to it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. For me, it all comes down to the reality of like, you can't defeat Uncle Time. I was going to say Uncle Time. Look at me.
Uncle Time.
Uncle Time. Oh, Uncle Time. All right, sorry.
Anyway.
ADHD. Anyways.
No, they're going to be like, marijuana.
Yeah, marijuana.
A little bit.
No, a little bit of both. No, but you can't defeat Father Time. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, we all get older, right? The girls that are 20 when you're 20 are going to be 40 when you're 40. That don't mean you got to date the girls that are 40 when you're 40. Mm-hmm. But trying to date the girls that are 20 when you're 40.
Do what you do typically. That's just like, I just... 20 and 40.
20 and 40.
When you were 20, life was either lifing for you or going as planned. And they were like Goo Goo Gaga, Dora the Explorer.
Not Dora the Explorer. I think 20 and 40 is pretty wild. Like, I can't necessarily justify 20 and 40, but I'm also not in that position. That is why I always feel so weird in the next chapter, what we about to talk about, because I'll say this, man, I am a victim of certain type of privileges that I acknowledge the older I get. Mm-hmm. One of the privileges I know I'm a victim of is that I was raised in a 2-parent household. Mm-hmm. My parents met in high school, 1989, and have been dating since. They just celebrated 30 years of marriage. It's a beautiful thing, right? 30 years is a long ass time. But that is not the norm, y'all.
Right.
That's not the norm at all.
Right. Especially for the 90s.
Honestly,
they made it through the 2000s.
Yeah. Because it's like, you making a great point. My parents weren't married in the 40s and 50s and the 60s before Instagram.
Yeah, they made through the 90s, the 2000s when the internet was...
My parents was married during Freaknik. They was married during the internet.
Yeah.
They could have left each other when Facebook broke off. You see what I'm saying? Like, these are things that could have happened, but like, you don't think about it like that when that's your reality. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say I'm a victim of a certain type of privilege, because when you love someone for 30 years, you have to love them with such a passion and sensation that you make it look normal to those that are around you, aka your kids.
Yeah.
But when you grow up in that, you tend to think that's what love is, and you measure that like that, and you turn out to find that not everybody feels like that, because love is a very selfless thing. You know what I'm saying? And so when I get into what we're about to talk about, I have to always take it with a little grain of salt and compassion, because I know I'm lucky to have somebody who loves me. I know I'm lucky to have somebody who cares for me. I know I'm lucky to have somebody that I really love and care for, and, you know, I'm attracted to. I think that's crazy, because like sometimes we know people, we've known people who may have been married or in relationships or whatever it may be, and it didn't really check off the boxes, but they were just with them because they wanted to be with somebody. Yeah. And boy, that never ends well. So again, before I get into ripping motherfuckers apart for their age and not finding love at a certain age, I always have to acknowledge the fact that I was born and raised in a household of love for, 25 some plus years. And that is something some people didn't have for 25 fucking minutes, And so, yeah. But with that being said, you motherfuckers need to chill out. You need to chill the fuck out. Okay? Shannon Sharp.
Oh.
Why? Uncle ass. Why?
Now, because apparently they met at the gym.
Why?
So here's a storyboard of how they met at the gym.
Boom. Give him some auntie.
Working out.
Yep.
Working out. She's probably doing some kind of buttocks workout.
Yep. Boom.
Okay, boom. And he probably was like, you probably want to do it like this right there.
Like that.
Boom.
Boom.
And she probably was like, oh, thank you so much, muscular man.
No problem.
Of course. I'm sure she's probably seen him. Maybe either she's seen him already or he flaunted who he was when they ended up connecting. Because I'm sure she just thought he was considered him like a little sugar daddy man because they was at that type of gym.
Yeah.
So then they connected, and then he did go ahead and flaunt because I just feel like that's how he is. And then they said he was on again and off again with her.
Crazy.
So
on again, off again. You got kids, grown kids, and you over here texting somebody who didn't even go to high school with them.
Well, even my thing is, even before being accused of such things and having to settle out and pay, like I know you were tricking off on this girl. And then, regardless of if that stuff is true or not, you put yourself in the position to be accused.
Yeah.
Because her motive was not to grow something with you. You're being on and off with a much, much younger person. She posted that she was retiring.
Yeah.
From OnlyFans. Like she said a goodbye.
Yeah, she wrote a letter.
And that was because of him.
A Dear John letter. Shawty wrote a Dear John letter like,
and
thank you.
And it was because of him. So not only does she have her OnlyFans money, she can go get paid on some Monica Lewinsky shit.
Yeah, she can do like talks around the country. Hope can write an ebook. Honestly, I literally should write a book. She should actually the course at Harvard. I'm not even mad at you.
I'm more mad at him.
You think what?
Because people told him.
So let's get into this. This is the problem that I told you last week we was going to talk about because I was like, look, man, it's not that I want anybody to roll out the red carpet for me or pat me on the back or like tell me how good of a man I am. But like, I know I go out my way to be a decent individual, especially when working so heavily with the opposite sex.
Yeah.
I may falter and lack in other places. I can fully admit that. I am not fucking perfect. And definitely when interacting with males, I can be a tad bit competitive. And I'm not going to say the word possessive, but like, I'm not a sissy. I'm not backing down. Like, bro, you better watch your goddamn mouth when you're talking to me. Like, and if that makes me threatening, hey, so be it, so be it. But with that being said, bro, one thing I try my hardest to do is express that you can be thoroughly happy, in love, and be with one woman. Now, some people may not believe that. Some people may think that's goofy. Some people may think, you know, what I'm saying is bullshit and wait until you'll see. But for me, it's like, I don't give a damn. I know my limits in life. My limit is one woman. I can barely deal with one woman. So I only got one time for one woman. So yeah, it's definitely one of those things where I hear about Shannon Sharpe, right? And you heard everything I said about being in love. So I ain't got to repeat on that. All right, so let's jump forward. You're 58, 59, whatever the hell you is, and you ain't found the type of love I got right now. I will not neglect the fact that you may have had that love or the fact that bruh is mad famous, mad paid, big, you know, football player, was a football player in the 90s. So before the internet, so who knows what wild shit and how people trying to play you. Who knows? I understand you probably didn't have the chance to find a love like I did because I'm just a broke ass podcaster recording at Petty Cash Studios. I understand this. Just in case anybody finds this and want to leave those comments, I understand my reality is different. But the reality is none of us, I tell you this all the time, I don't do something that I don't want to call my idols, but like the legends. If the legends can't do it, I'm not doing it, okay? Kobe couldn't get away with it. I ain't getting away with it. Steve McNair couldn't get away with it. I ain't getting away with it. Tiger couldn't get away with it. I ain't getting away with it. These motherfuckers got more money than me. So if they can't get away with it and they got more money than me, do you see where I'm going with this? So when I'm like, all right, Shannon, those situations were horror. One person died in one of those situations I put out. What the fuck was Shannon thinking being with a 19-year-old and thinking this will end?
19. I over here thought she was like 21.
I mean, but that's crazy, bro. Even if she was 21,
I'm
that's pretty
like,
crazy, bro.
She's 21. Like, no. No, that's not what I'm saying. I just was like, oh my, 19. Sheesh. Yeah.
Well, it's like, here's this thing where I understand, like, I get it. I'm not going to sit here because, like, I could just hear the capping, like, words in my head right now. I can understand that dudes who find themselves in financial situations always feel like they just want to attract young women. I understand what their mindset is in it. What I'm saying is not understanding the mindset is I don't understand how you don't see that this is going to end bad for you. Like, what do you think is going to happen here, sir? You damn near 60 years old.
I mean, yeah.
You know, to your point, though, because you said it earlier, it's the people warning, bro.
People warned him.
The multiple times. Like, bro, times. You like young girls. Yeah. That's why I'm not good. Yeah. You won't get in trouble.
Can't get away with him. Can't get away from him. They love me. Like, he was like that's flattering.
Like,
it's not cute.
So, I guess for me, this is what bothers me the most about it, bro. Because I'm not going to sit here and act like shame Shannon Sharpe because he likes a younger woman. First and foremost, it was legal. Young woman is of age, so nothing's wrong with that. This is consensual, so this is that, right? What bothers me is me and you live in Los Angeles. There is a lot of input in this city from a lot of people about things that they may know about or they're just pretending to know about. And that's just in this city. Now, Shannon Sharpe's lifestyle is one of those lifestyles that a lot of people who do not have his type of money try to live. And that's when I start drawing the line. Okay,
because he got sued and paid out.
Do you see the difference between you and Shannon Sharpe?
Cha-chang.
Uncle at the barbecue? Do you see the difference? No, man, it really is one of those things that, like, I know media influences a lot of people, bro, you got a big ass platform. And I'm not even one of those people who are just like, athletes are role models, people looking up to you. Nah, bro, like you need to have your own brain. Don't be letting these motherfuckers think for you. You know what I'm saying? What that man say? Don't leave your life in these goofy niggas' hands, right?
Yeah.
But when you think about it, none of us are immune to not at least being mesmerized by somebody.
Mm-hmm.
We all have our infatuations. So there's a bunch of motherfuckers who's like, man, I indirectly look up to Shannon Sharp. You don't do that.
Right.
You don't got his paycheck. Because then from the Shannon Sharp scale, you got Trick Daddy.
Oh my goodness, golly, I was just thinking about Trick Daddy. He's literally saying women over 30 or women 35 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Like younger than him or about
he was
what
like,
he
if
want.
you're over 35, I ain't attracted to you. That's what he said.
Yeah, okay. I was like, 35 is all I know.
Yeah.
Because you damage goods or whatever.
That was the funny part.
Bag the goods or damaged goods.
The damaged goods is what was crazy because
that unhealthy ass individual said you damaged goods. It's just like the audacity in his notebook.
I mean, listen, man, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
They are. That's my opinion of him.
It's just that I don't want, and maybe this is just me being too worrisome, but I don't want this to be the mass representation of what getting older looks like as a black man.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just flat-footed saying.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to look like that, man. You don't, and I think the only reason why I'm even giving this my time to give it an episode is because some people think it has to look like that. Like older, like older black
retired.
men. Yeah. Bro, you can definitely find yourself a nice lady and live yourself a nice monogamous life. It will feel good to have a person who likes to rub your feet.
Still be on ESPN.
Yeah, and still be on ESPN. And not have to worry about paying out $19 million. But hey, who am I? I ain't making the type of money yet. I could just hit niggas now and be like, you don't know, nigga, you ain't got that money.
Yeah.
When you get that money. Yeah.
That is my opinion on a situation that if I wanted to let it influence me, I could have. And that is the point of what you're saying.
Absolutely.
You're saying that people are way too easily influenced when they're striving to live an athletic life, to retire, or even a media life, because then he just went into media and grew on YouTube as well as do his sports thing. So I'm like, a lot of people do be like, I'm going to be like X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, no, bro, inspires a lot of people. I will say this. For my lack of like interest of bruh's antics with the do-rag and the yak, I didn't really care for that.
Yeah.
But like, I would be lying and hating if I wouldn't say like the path of being a former athlete to being an athlete on YouTube, like with a show directly just on YouTube and being able to control those funds and go to ESPN. Cause so you lead me to my last point. That's the hardest thing. The bag was lost.
The bag.
He got the bag, yes. But now the bag is lost.
The bag is lost on top of what he had saved as well as what he had coming in.
Yeah.
Because
so I must say that is the part that hits the most for me. Like regardless of like the black man representation, it's the losing of the finances.
The opportunities,
yes.
Because it's already rough.
Absolutely. I don't take nothing I do in anything in my life for granted. Definitely can't say I always felt that way. But now, the way God has blessed me and the way things have just improved in my life in certain ways, I ain't taking this shit for granted, bro. No. I understand what I have. Now, must I remind myself sometimes on certain things? Yes. But like, I don't know whether it's being reminded through the media or just being reminded through the fact that I just know I'm a human. And that's just what keeps me grounded. But like, I guess, bro, when you start getting $100 million thrown out at you, you become a target altogether.
Yeah.
And I get that, but like really, bro, like you can't defeat the lust monster, my boy.
You can't play like it couldn't happen to you. Let's have that also be a lesson.
That is.
And he was walking around like it couldn't happen to him.
That is true. You hit the hammer on there right there, dog.
Knowing that it's happened to multiple people.
No, you damn right. No, you're right. That man, it don't matter how old you get. There's always a story of Icarus, which is crazy because for those who know the backstory, Icarus is a young kid who flew too close to the sun. And it always behooves me that when you see Diddy, when you see Shannon Sharp, these are old men. And it only tells me this, these are old men who never stop trying to chase being young. Mm-hmm. So, bro, you can say that the monogamous life is a joke and whatever, and I gotta keep a whole bunch of bad bitches in my pocket. That's cool, but it's already been proven like this is what's going to happen to you in some form if you don't just settle down with one woman.
I mean, golly gee.
Golly damn. But you know what? As you just said, Auntie, it won't happen to me because you know why? Because I'm different.
Yeah, honestly. And it's just like, I think the biggest thing is thinking that it wouldn't happen to him because he's obviously like cocky. We watch his media, and if you don't watch his media, then, you know, and you're interested, look it up. Look what we're talking about up because it's really just a sad situation in the representation, like you said, and the opportunities because it's going to make it harder for people willing to give people of color opportunities because what are you going to do? Just embarrass us again?
You know? Do you got any hidden videos in your phone?
Are we pointing fingers? Are we pointing fingers? I say that at work all the time.
Are we pointing fingers?
We're not pointing fingers, but we are just, you know, we're talking about the possible situations.
Well, I'm pointing fingers. You fucked up, bruh. Anyways, it is what it is, bro. I know at the end of the day, I'm not counting nobody's pockets. It's just like the landscape of how things occur can only grow and progress if we play certain games to do certain things. I understand that, but like, bro, you don't need to add extra problems onto your plate. Like, hey,
I mean, what he was accused of is like real though. It's very big allegations. It's, you know, violence and things like that. And it's like you represent a company. And it's just like who knows you're not gonna do it again.
Well, outside of representing a company, because we can't even like overlook the humanity portion in this, because we haven't talked about it much. But like, you also a father, bro.
He's a father, and I think it's wrong that he treated, because I know a lot of people are bringing up in the media that he made his daughter, you know, like hustle for the payment of her wedding. And I just truly think that karma came on back because people really now have come back and been like, we ain't forgot. And now look at you. Look where your money been since you've been greedy. Yeah. Because did he really have to throw out a bunch of money for her wedding? No, but in reality, the parent is supposed to pay for the daughter's wedding. No.
In most cases, and I mean, if you got it, why would you like make your kids struggle?
But then
on
look,
a
you done retired a girl, and you not only retired a girl, you've embarrassed your family, you've embarrassed yourself and the people who employed you, worked with you, partnered with you, because then he does a podcast with other people. Yeah. So I'm like,
that's always the hard part when your homie fucking up. You can't be just like, man, that's the homie, but he fucked up.
It's really a lesson.
Yeah, nah. It lets me realize sometimes that we don't really realize how much power or how much impact we have in people's lives. Because it's like, really, this shouldn't affect anybody, and it doesn't affect me. I don't go to sleep upset about it. It's just, again, like I said, the presentation of what may occur next may not look like Shannon Sharp because, like you said earlier, we gave this motherfucker an opportunity and you did this goofy shit. You dumb motherfucker. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. All right. And for that being said, uncles coming in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Just please remember this. Do not be creepy.
There's levels of compliments. There are of the amount of seconds you need to be staring.
Oh, Lord.
You need to remember you are amongst people as well. Yeah.
Don't even, and honestly, uncles, how about we try to retire? Is that you?
That you? That's you right there?
Is that you?
That's
you?
Yeah, man.
Is that you?
That's you right there, man.
Shit.
You better claim it. I don't appreciate that. You better claim it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. You better claim that for somebody else try to claim that. You know what I'm saying? You better go on around and claim that.
You sound like you speak from experience.
Yeah. I'm 32 years old.
Okay. All right. I want to hear no more.
Grown in the hood.
I
want to hear no more.
No, I want to hear no more.
This is my life experience. That's not fair.
Yeah, it is. My wife's experience. Yeah, thanks.
It's not.
I'm just messing with you.
like,
it looks like we got about 20 minutes left.
What?
Don't you have something in your phone? Yes, something happened for the very first time in the 6 Feet Under history. Somebody wrote to the podcast because last episode you guys were so bothered by the feedback that we got, which, hey, you in the boxy clothes, right back to us. We need to hear an update.
Yes, we need to get an update.
But yes, we have a letter today to Auntie, directed to you, not me.
It is directed to me.
You want to read it? Tell the people.
Look at me. He. No, yes, but as you guys know, we discussed my position as my experience in the detox homes. So this is what prompted his question. So holler, shout out to you. Anonymous as well as requested. Dear the Aunt, thank you for joining the 6 Feet Under podcast. I really appreciate your raw and real feedback. You're welcome. I heard during the episode, Me, Myself, and Anxiety, Unc mentioned that you work in the rehab detox space. I'm actually a BT, behavioral technician. Let me break it down for you guys. And I have been one for about a year now. And to say I truly do enjoy the job. You know, you have to love the job. Just want to put that out there, y'all. Like, don't get me wrong, the job has its days, and overall, I really love what I do. Okay, because like I just said, you have to love the job. I only have one problem. One of my clients has left a deep impression. Oh, and I can't lie, I'm in love with her.
Dun, dun, dun.
She's been inside my facility twice for alcoholism. It's mainly due to her husband. Oh.
Not the husband.
He stresses her out to the point that she panic drinks, and right before things get too bad, she checks back into my facility. During our second visit, she and I bonded over our love due to Disney and our love for cats.
The musical or their pets?
No.
Oh, like pets. Okay.
Just cats.
Oh, okay. Just cats. All right.
Needless to say, I know this love isn't right. And I'm trying to do all I can to shake my feelings, but I can't shake the way I want to help her and save her from this situation.
Did they leave a name?
No. Anonymous.
Anonymous. Oh,
there's no name.
Oh, sorry. Anonymous.
They would rather not disclose their name because it is a serious thing to express because that's like illegal.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
Can you explain to us why you can't, though?
You can't do that because legally you're fraternizing with somebody who has substance abuse addiction as well as mental health. A lot of them, and she obviously suffers from trauma. She obviously is suffering from the substance abuse disorder is going to be given to her because she can't handle anything that's going on around her without having a drink. She's masking it. She can't go ahead and have her daily regular coffee. She has to throw Baileys in that bitch, you know.
It's hurt.
You know, speaking from experience.
Speaking from experience.
of the Baileys in my shit, but you can't do that.
Okay, so we understand you can't do that.
He's saying that it's a problem, but he's saying that he can't shake the way he feels.
So, Auntie, give him some advice. What can you do from stopping his
Timmy
feelings?
Tom. I'm gonna name him Timmy Tom.
Okay, Timmy Tom.
You honestly either have to transfer facilities if you feel like you don't have the discipline to not fraternize with somebody who is suffering. She's also vulnerable. She's under medication, and I feel like you're taking advantage of that because are you like lonely, you know? And I'm not judging you, but I'm judging you in a fact that you really need to find some discipline and think about if you want this job. Because as somebody who's ran 2 houses, who now is a consultant and literally teaches people how to run the house appropriately, you're going to lose your job if that comes out.
Okay.
It's over. It's wraps. It's curtains. This is a no. Absolute no. Joe. Princess Diary style. No.
Yo, so you basically like,
And it's like, I know, as of, like I said, I've run houses, and I know people who have fraternized with the clients, and they are still together. How long? It's 2025, so about 3 years.
That's beautiful.
And love is love. So either elope and figure out how you're going to find an income for the family. And also, figure out how you're not going to get your ass whipped by her husband. Because if he whips her, then what you think he's not going to do to you? This is just silly. I don't know. I think he was looking for some auntie support and a rub the back, and I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to.
And be prepared for the blows.
You're not about to be bringing no drama.
I did not think about that part for some reason. Like, oh yeah, he is going to be.
If he's willing to slap her in the face, you don't think he wouldn't slap you in the face for her?
Which is not funny. I'm not laughing at him beating her. I'm laughing at the ass whooping you have to prepare for.
Is he an uncle? Is he older?
We don't know.
I need an update.
Anonymous, we need you to write back. Timmy Toom or whatever you called him.
Timmy Tommy.
Because that's crazy, bro. Well, I know you didn't ask me for any advice. I will say this, Auntie's not wrong. Like, you can't do that. You're at a job, so yeah. Yeah, like leave that woman alone. I think the part that you said that hit me hard was that, like, obviously she has a drinking problem, so she's vulnerable. And it's like, bro, do you if you guys are like out of this scenario, would she even still like you?
Right.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I've watched it so many times. Like, and that my only time that I said that they're still together is the only time that I've seen that outcome play. Yeah. But I've seen an uncle at the barbecue leave with my 21-year-old staff member. And then 2 weeks later, she's crying because he ditched her, like. Yeah. Yeah. It's inappropriate. Because you are present. To make changes in their lives.
Yeah, I just feel like, and the fact that you said y'all bonded over Disney and y'all love for y'all
and
cats.
Your love for cats. Let me tell you. And then the thing is, like, I'm sure you be sitting there watching Disney movie with her, Timmy Tommy, and you need to get up and do your round. Okay. Because now you done got on my nerves as a manager. Now I'm over here like, do I got to get up and tell you to Swiffer? Because now I think I do.
I'm sitting here watching TV with the client.
He's sitting over there with Angela. Now he done triggered me. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, definitely.
Just know I know my job. And if somebody would have told me, and then they always make it obvious. He probably think.
Yeah, he probably think nobody else know.
Or his superiors just don't pay attention. There's always two scenarios I always consider because I've seen both.
Yeah. I mean, him being there for a year and some change, I feel like,
he has the job down because it does, you BTB and a PT is like.
Yeah, did you just break up with somebody? Are you lonely? What's going on with you, Anonymous?
We need to know. Because that was a pretty short, like, you gave me information, but then you didn't, like, I need to know.
Yeah, nah. I just want you to know that it's not going to work out, so you might as well not try at all. But I know you're not going to listen to me. I
mean, I'm sure people will get mad at Timmy Tommy just like they got mad at Homegirl with or Homegirl's boyfriend with the shorts.
Now, bro, okay,
because people tired of him.
That was funny. Y'all had me weak. The homeboy with the shorts, y'all was crazy. Okay,
but they tired of her too.
They tired of her too. Now, looking back on Homegirl with the shorts, was she tripping?
For not talking to him, yeah. And that's what people, when I reposted it, and I was, our options were like, what were the options?
It was options where she tripping. Nah, she not tripping. Just talk to him,
Just talk to him. Yeah, a lot of people were like, just talk to him, or she's not tripping. Yeah. But people would rather you talk to him than even give a hell if we think you tripping, because you tripping regardless because you won't just talk to him.
Yeah. I like the fact that some folks thought that she already knew what the answer was. She just didn't want to accept the fact.
I think that absolutely. I mean, yeah,
you see that a lot.
Careful.
You see that a lot. A lot of people don't want to accept reality. And again, that goes back to our podcast topic earlier. Like, accepting reality, the fact that once you hit a certain age,
it's okay.
It's okay to just understand you are that age. I accept it. My back hurt all the time now. My knees hurt all the time now.
I mean, that's not really good. Like, we still are working on our health, like we was talking about last episode, because we still shouldn't be hurting like that.
No, shouldn't be hurting like that. But it's like, you do understand that things things change and you change and like your body changes, where you are changes, and hopefully they change for the better. Like I said last episode, I don't want anybody to ever think that 30 is the landing spot of success. It is literally the launch. Yeah. It's never going to be one of those situations in your life that the decade you're in, you should have made it last decade. Nope. That's not how life goes, bro.
You have another chance to make it and break it this decade.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I look at it as like a reboot. Like I'm like, my 30s is my reboot, and it's gonna be a good reboot. This ain't gonna be whack. You know what I'm saying? So I think of it like that, and so I'm happy I thought about it like that because it's gained me things I've thoroughly wanted, because I always wanted to avoid being a Shannon Sharp type.
Absolutely. And and it's not like we're not gonna see this again.
Oh, it's gonna happen again.
But
and again and again and again and again.
It's happening right now at somebody's dinner party right now.
They don't even know it.
They
getting got. And they gonna probably get got for less money. Don't matter. Who knows? It just, to me, I'll end it off like this, because I said this before and I'll say it again. We as men, we are really some funny motherfuckers, because we blame victims and we play victim, but we never accept like our victim mentality at times. Like there are men who like feel bad for Shannon, and I understand why they feel bad for him, because for the most part, like you said, the things he's accused of are very serious, but they also seem very, in some ways, inflated given the circumstances of what their relationship looked like. But guess what, buddy? You created the fucking situation. So be a man and accept it. You was okay with it when it was good for you. Nah, most men don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
No, most men don't want to see shit like that. And it's like, I know most of that shit's not funny. Most of what we talked about today probably wasn't funny, but I have to get that off my chest. I'm tired. I have uncle in my first name. This is not a good thing.
Well, we had to see when it first started, and a lot of people were making jokes of it. We weren't fully joking of it. We was just like, goodness, golly. And then he finally settled and paid out. But I'm like, it's just preposterous.
It's, again, like
outrageous.
And again, I could be seen as far off to somebody who doesn't know me, but with the name Unc being so synonymous with what I get called, you know what I'm saying, how people kind of perceive me, I don't want that.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
You want to make sure that, you can say Unc when you stand tall, and not like, he's like an uncle type, like he gonna be like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, we don't want that. We don't want that. Let's creep more cool. Yeah, I'm more, Cool J and less LL in my Unc status, So that's like Cool J is like Family Guy, and LL is like the nigga with the Kango. I'm more of like, who he became at the end of Deliver Us for Evil.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, it really, that's the way I feel about it. In being, somebody could just be like, oh, you being no dramatic. It's like, all right, well, whatever, bro. It's my reality. Okay. I know how I am viewed, and I know how I have to view myself. So, anything coming up? We almost out of here. Anything coming up?
Yeah, the week already. I mean, first and foremost, it's the first week of August.
Yeah.
So,
timestamp in the episode.
But we will, I did timestamp. I mean, I did timestamp. You better drop that thing.
Yep.
Because we're going to be at Strains and Games.
My
auntie Steph was like, we're going to be at, let me show the OGs. Strains and Sounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Strains and Sounds.
Yeah, exactly.
On August 10th.
Yep.
We're going to be outside, the aunt and the uncle.
Aunt and uncle will be outside, per usual. Strains and Games, August 10th. We will be pulling up with the beautiful people from Wafers, the Wafers Street team. We'll be outside handing out ice cream, giving you guys opportunities to cop some exclusive merch and other prizes and products. So pull up on us August 10th.
And then, and then
pull up on me.
Pull up on me.
I don't know the time,
September.
But pull up on it. August 10th at Strains and Games, spelled out just like it's spelled.
Yeah.
At Strains and Games for all that information. I try to put the information in the bio for it because I didn't do it last time. My bad, folks.
Oh yes, we'll make note. Shout outs to night shift gals.
Night shift gals.
My other half.
Other half. Shout outs to you, Yessie. Shout outs to Yessie and the Spree. Gang.
Gang, Yessie and the Spree.
Yeah.
And she makes 3.
Yeah, man. Thank you so very much for coming back, sweetheart.
Of course. I love it.
I forgot that we went to Disneyland. We'll have to talk about that more next time, or Disney, downtown Disney or whatever. I got my nephew. I forgot to talk to you guys about
downtown Disney. I got a churro.
Yeah.
And you know.
It costs $40.
It's all your girl need.
But yeah, man, thank you guys for coming back and checking us out. Until next time, we out.
All right. Ta-ta-ta.